talk about a third term now because no matter how you look at it, we got a long time to go. We have a long time. You know, we have almost 4 years to go. And that's a long time. But despite that, so many people are saying, you've got to run again.
Good morning, YouTube, and happy Monday. So I just shared a clip with you guys. You guys should have already seen the clip. And the clip is basically Donald Trump entertaining a third term. Now, there are GOP House reps, the GOP senators that claim to be constitutionalists. And when someone says they're a constitutionalist, what they're basically saying is that you should treat the Constitution like you treat the Bible. The Constitution should be the Bible. Everything that the Constitution say, you should follow it, follow it, follow it. Running for a third term is unconstitutional. And you would think that that will be a deal breaker for some politicians, but it's not going to be, because these people will follow Donald Trump wherever he leads them. It's very unfortunate, but the ideology is almost rules for thee and not for me. So I am not going to believe that a party is going to do the right thing, because this is the same party that supported a man after it came out that he had sex with a porn star while his wife was at home pregnant. This is a party that supported a man after they said they love police officers and judges and the law and the military and all of these things, but they still supported a man who basically told his supporters to go down to the Capitol. And we already know what happened on January 6th, and they like to rewrite the history of that day. This is a man that's on record for lying. I can't even remember how many misstatements or misinformation that this man, like, they basically tallied it up, and I believe it's greater than 30,000. So it's very unfortunate, but this party is not going to stop him, or they're not going to object to anything that he does. Because like I said, for them, it's rules for thee and not for me. It's disturbing what if you read Project 2025, if you understand what they are promoting and what they want to be law, what they're insinuating and what they're suggesting is America look very different than the way she looks now. And the America that they want is not all inclusive. It's basically you live the way we find value or we see fit, or you're ostracized. And that is pretty disturbing. So I seen the clip, and when Donald Trump talks in very exaggerated, hyperbole kind of ways, everybody is saying this. People really want this. People are insinuating that they want us to run for a third term because people are really happy with what we're doing. Donald Trump, I know you think we all slow because you have people that will follow you over a cliff, but there's a lot of very, very unhappy people in this country. Very unhappy. I know. See, the way he talks, because he lives in his own little world, is everybody like this. Everybody like me. Who is everybody? I know a whole lot of people that are very unhappy with everything that's going on in this country. So I'm not exactly sure who is all these people you're talking about. Yes, I'm sure, I'm positive you are around yes people. I heard, now this is allegedly, like I've never seen it, but I heard that when he walks in a room, he makes people stand up and clap. I don't ever in all of my days want to be around a human that think I am supposed to clap when they walk in. I don't clap when my mother walk in a room. So this is a man who is around people who is going to stand up and clap when he walk in a room. So I'm sure that there's people around him that's telling him that they want a third term. But Donald Trump, you probably need to get you some different people. You should be around some different people, because then you'll see the reality of things. And there's a lot of people, millions and millions and millions of people, who will not want you to run for a third term because it's unconstitutional and your policies suck. So there's that too. So I watched the clip and I just shook my head. And I was like, this is the same party. Nobody's going to stop him. None of the Congress people, none of the senators, nobody's going to stop him and say, okay, Donald Trump, that's asinine. They're going to go with whatever he wants, even if it's against the Constitution. And that's the reason why I say these people, they walk around, we're constitutionalists. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're going to do whatever their dear king says. The Constitution be damned. And so to keep pushing that narrative, and it's the reason I always say this, whenever I'm having conversation, I am a left-leaning person. I'm a person who vote Democrat. I voted Democrat my whole life. But this is the thing that bothers me about the Democrats. They allow the Republicans to get away with certain narratives, right? They allow the Republicans to say that they're the party of family value, even though the leader of their party has literally cheated on his wife with a porn star while his wife was pregnant. They allow that party to say that they're all about the military, all about law enforcement, all about the police, even though we all know what happened on January 6th. The Democrats have to get better at communicating. It should not be difficult to communicate against or to have effective communication against somebody like Donald Trump. It's the reason I love the Jasmine Crockett's and the AOCs, because they're not scared. They're going to go out there and say what they need to say. They're going to go out there and not necessarily be combative, but they're going to match energy. And I completely understand that. So it's the reason that the Chuck Schumers and the Nancy Pelosi's and Hakeem, I had great hopes for Hakeem Jeffries, but Sonny said it on The View, and I agree with this point. He's a person who follows the rules. And I understand that it is imperative that you follow the rules, but you have to remember the Republicans have torn the rule book up. They don't care about the rules. They do not care. So you're trying to follow the rules and work in a bipartisan way with people who have absolutely no desire to meet you in the middle or compromise with you or negotiate with you or work with you. It's their way or the highway. And so the messaging has to be more, I wouldn't necessarily say aggressive, but you absolutely need to match their energy. So Donald Trump is entertaining running for a third term. I believe it's unconstitutional. I believe it'll be detrimental to this country. I would hope that the Republicans would try to stop him, but they won't. They won't. And so I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. I know that Donald Trump, you remember he said he knew nothing about Project 2025. We all knew that was a lie. The Heritage Foundation and the people who basically created Project 2025, those are the people that he surrounded himself with. And so I believe he do think he can run for a third term. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I would have never believed that January 6th was going to happen. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And I feel like it's pretty disturbing. It's unfortunate and it's disturbing what we're probably facing. I'll leave it there. You guys have a phenomenal day. I'm running a little late for work. So I'll talk to you guys later today or tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.